Hey guys, Kev here, and I'm gonna do something dumb. And you guys know me, I do dumb shit. So, what I have here is currently my new favorite knife. This is the Brown Knives FSD. And I absolutely love it. And I kind of just want to see what it's like inside. And that is the dumb thing, because there is no actual reason for me to take this apart other than to see what's going on inside. Now, he says it's really easy to take apart, so I'm going to trust that, and I'm going to take it apart, and I'm going to put it back together, and hope all is well. So I'm hoping I just need this one T8 driver here, and we should be good. That broke free pretty easy. I don't even think he used Loctite, did he? Oop. He uses very thin threads. I'll see if he still does that. Yep, very tight threads on these screws. I love that. It gives you very nice micro adjustments. And then we have a screw here. I'm assuming... Oh, no, that's a T10. That's interesting. You use a T8 pivot and a T10 body screw. Okay. T10. Right? It is a T10, right? That one's tight. Okay. Seems to fit well. Got it. Jesus. Kev, you idiot. Why you do these things? Why you do these things? Oh, look at that. It's just stuck on my... Okay, well. Hey, I only need it for that, so let's zoom back out. Oh, God, here we go. It is off center, which, of course, would happen. I don't know if I... Okay. Wow, he said it was easy. That was easy. Wow, this looks really cool, though. I thought it might be Delrin bearings, so we'll take a look at that in a second. So here is your backspacer. He always does this awesome backspacer. It's the same on my my Cortex here. He mounts the backspacer to the scale, so it just makes it so easy to plop this scale back on. Very, very nice. Look at that. Just working a path in right there to the titanium, and then I suppose these are your adjustments right here. So you have this screw right here, I believe, is acting as your detent, and this screw right here is acting as your lockup. It's not necessarily a screw. It's a, I don't know what you call it. Is that a pivot collar? Oh, look at that. Pivot collar. You can actually turn the little doodad in there, and that'll adjust the detent by, let's see if I can zoom in. So you would tighten or loosen that right there. Sorry, it's very hard to show you with the shiny stuff and everything. It looks like some kind of a giant hex or something. Very small set screw. And then there's another one right here, and that's adjusting your lockup, which is pretty cool. And then you have the clip held in here, and the backspacer held in there. So I may try to swap the bearings. You guys know I love Delrins, but you know what I love more than Delrins? Skiffs. And even though I have no reason to do this, I may do it. Oh, especially if I lose one. Man, this is running pretty dry, too. Look at that. I don't even know what that is. That might come off just coloring from stuff. There's your detent track working in, so I'll lubricate all that good stuff probably. Here's your bearing, and here's your other bearing. So these are 3/16, 1/16 Delrin bearings, and they're very good. But I might just try Skiffs because I am a maniac. We get some alcohol up in here. Briefly before this, I did spray the blade down with the new KPL product, Knife Shield, which I haven't been able to test yet because it's like, you know, spring, not summer. But we'll see. So far, I haven't had any issues like rusting or anything while using that, which is good because with EDCI, honestly, I put it on and I get rust quicker. Very interesting. I'm seeing the stop pin. Hold on, let's see. Just trying to clean everything off. Look at that detent hole, man. That thing is deep. You can see, look at that path right there. It looks like a stop pin path. Well, it's only on one side. Weird, right? And I think that's this thing. Oh, no, that's the button. Was that what the button rides? No, hold on. Let's just look at this for a second, Kev. Idiot. So, blade goes on. Lockup is right here, obviously, right? And that's your button to disengage the lock. And then what's traveling in there, is it both? I think it's both of those. Yeah. Both of those tabs. Both of these tabs, that's what I'm calling them for lack of a better word. Man, he machines this. How the fuck? How does he do this? Like, how do those even... Does he solder them in? I don't even know how he mounts those. Or are they milled out as part of the titanium? Because that's insane. Man, the machining in here is incredible. Look at this. Just like perfect. It's so beautiful. Sorry, I'm, whatever. But these two ride in that pocket, and that's what one of them controls lockup and one of them controls detent. It's very much like Grimsmo, except instead of using stop pins, he uses those things. Pretty much the same, right? I mean, clean them off a little bit. Now, he did say you can adjust the detent by, obviously, I was talking about that, loosening that, and I guess you could adjust lockup, too. I'm not going to mess with either. But, yeah, that is extremely cool shit. Clean this side off. Your pivot is not... Is it going to come out? Yeah, you can pop it out. So, there you go. Pivot does come out. Is it captured? Yeah, I guess it is captured because it's the symbol, right? I'll show you. It's not like a D-shaped pivot or anything, but the symbol itself, the logo is what's locking it in place. I don't think it matters which way it goes in because it's a circle, but you pop it in and Bob's your uncle, right? It sits in there. Now, I don't think it would make a difference if I rotated it around and put it in. Nope. Yes, it would, apparently. Apparently, it wants to go in this way. Don't know why, but I'm not going to argue. I'm just going to let it go. All right, so let's put this beast back together. I hope you guys got an idea for the knife there. I'm not going to go crazy here and, take the lock bar out and mess with the detent. It just doesn't seem worth it. So you'll see here, this button is mounted to the tab that pushes that out of the way, making it... I think that works very, very well, honestly. I very much enjoyed this. Personally, I might put a little bit of lube on that area. Looks like it's wearing a little bit, but maybe that's not a good idea. I don't know. And then you can see it's like it's seated in. So this is a lock bar that's placed in to this side of the scale. Man, it's crazy how he did this. It's almost... I don't know. I'm not an engineer, so I have no idea. But here's our bearings. I'm going to clean them off. They usually come with a little bit of lube on them, and I'm going to use my own. And again, these are 3/16, 1/16 bearings. In case you want to do this yourself, if you're a maniac too. A lot of people take apart their $800 knives. Oh yeah, right. I like doing it this way now. Hold on. Show you. So the way I like to do it now is I put a little bit on my finger. Again, shout out to whoever the dude was in the comments that recommended this. Some things seem so obvious, but I just don't think of them. But you can do this, rub it between your fingers, get the lube on there, and then you're not going to have a bunch of excess draining out of the knife over the next month. You know what I mean? I like that. So that covered both sides, obviously. Then, like a good boy, I'm going to remember to put it on, put the other bearing in. This is a big knife, guys, so I'm just trying to be careful here. I am obviously using KPL, which is Knife Pivot Lube. You can get this on their website, knifepivotlube.com. You can use my code LeftyEDC at checkout, and you'll get 10% off your order. You can also get really cool microfiber tips and stuff. Oh, I wanted to do that, actually. Hang on. So first, I'm going to make sure I clean the detent ball off. And then I wanted to take a microfiber Q-tip. Love these things. And I wanted to check the detent ball hole because it just looked really big. I just want to make sure there's nothing in there. Just a little bit of schmutz, which is normal. And then I like to take an absolutely tiny, tiny drop. He does have a detent ball ramp, which is cool on a knife like this, I think. There we go. Put a tiny drop down. I do recommend KPL Heavy on detent ball tracks. And then I kind of just smush it like that and rub it down. I really don't want a lot on there. This is an epic hollow grind. Somebody said not to use a pencil like I always try to do, but use something flat like a ruler. And I just don't have like a ruler laying around here. I don't know what I could use. Like here is a cell phone holder thing. Does that help? I mean, it's not really, it's just that you can't see the bend, you know what I mean? It's just not showing you well because it is a really deep hollow grind, I can tell you that. It just doesn't look like it. So we're going to pop that on. Grab the other bearing we already oiled up. You can see they fit in there. Make sure, yep, they rotate around, which is nice. Then we can put it at 90 degrees. I try to do that now. It just seems like the right move. Okay, maybe not 90 because the knife is too damn big. Then we have all our parts. Yep, seems real easy. That's what he said. Wow, that is easy. I'll tell you that much. Holy shit, that's easy. Is this milled in any special way or nope? Drop it in. Drop that in. All right, so we have this screw that goes on the other side, but I think I'm going to start with the pivot so we at least keep the bad boy together. And I'm obviously going to Loctite this because I always do, even though he didn't, which is impressive that it stayed with all that banging and clanging I was doing. Holy cow. It's going to take a lot of threading because it's a very, how do I say it? The threads are very, very small. I love that about it. So I'm just going to be careful. Shut the knife. Put this screw in. That's what I was afraid of. Oh, there you go. So, yep, it's tight. Put this away. I just want to test it first, and then I'm going to Loctite it. So you can see centered. Little bit of play there. Whoa, holy shit. Okay, centered. Little bit of play still. Droppage. Tight. So again, new bearings. So I don't know if that's the. Oh, I have a good amount of rock. Don't really feel any side to side, so I wonder. centering is really good. And this is kind of how it was when I got it, right? Remember, like it wouldn't just drop. I had to kind of give it a little bit. But once it went, you know what I mean? And then I just kind of played with it, and it eventually started just dropping. And I think that's kind of just a break-in of the bearing, so to speak. There we go. It's already kind of, yep, it's already doing it. So I think I like it with the skiffs in there for sure. I do have that rock, though. I don't know if you can hear that. And I don't know if that lockup set screw could be adjusted to take care of that, which is possible. It's possible you just turn that a notch and then it would sit in there a little better. But you got to see where it locks up is it kind of, it goes into the bottom there. So like I really don't see where it could accidentally disengage because you have a lot of meat there. I mean, you would have to break off that whole chunk. You would have to break off this whole section there. It seats down in there. You know what I mean? You have all that meat. So even though it moves a little bit, well, there, yeah, I feel it. It's just really minor, though. I can feel it a little more when I do this, you know? Am I pushing the button? No, I don't know. Interesting. I might just Loctite it here. I'm going to back it out and then Loctite it. And maybe I'll ask Craig about that. Just question, you know. Just to be safe if it could be an issue. And it might be something he says, yeah, that's normal. It's just, you know, you're going to have drawbacks to different locking mechanisms, you know. Just want a very tiny amount here. Just like that. Very, very tiny. Because this knife, I don't think even needs it, but I'm just a Loctite kind of guy, so it's just what we're going to do. Tighten that down because it seems like it wants to tighten all the way. Interesting. It's like, just want to get it back to where it's just free falling, obviously. There we go. I think it's just a matter of playing with it. There we go. Okay, so we are dead centered. No side to side. That tiniest bit of up and down. But we're good to go on the action. And we got skiffs in there. I just love skiffs. Sorry. It's just who I am. I'm a skiff guy. You know what I mean? Can I tighten it a little bit? Doesn't feel like you really can tighten it. Definitely doesn't need it. So, if anything, that might just hurt it a little bit. I'm not holding it. It's not stopping it. Man, that really bangs, doesn't it? Crazy. Yeah, I think we're good here. I was thinking about maybe trying to adjust the D10 a little bit because I clearly have it a bit strong, but that's what I asked for, you know? So, I don't know. I'm just going to back off a cinch. It just feels like it's not quite... You guys are like, what are you talking about, dude? It's straight guillotining. But I want it to push button and drop. There we go. Push button, drop. Yep. Okay. Nothing. Tiny bit. Okay, perfect. All right, cool. That is the Craig Brown Knives FSD disassembly, guys. That was super easy to take apart and put back together. It is centered, right? Yep. If anything's dead nuts, that is dead nuts right there, guys. Perfect. I gotta let it sit to Loctite, obviously. It only takes, like, honestly, with this stuff that I got from Orion Knives. Check out orionknives.com. It's like David Blade Banter's website. He sells this Loctite in a tube. It's like $5. It's amazing how much you get for that. And then I bought these little syringes on Amazon for like $5. And it works so well. And this stuff, I swear, it cures in like 10 minutes sometimes. So, highly recommend, because I used to do a lot of the pasty stuff, the gels and the little glue stick thing. And man, I swear those took like days to cure. It's so nice having something that cures almost like right away. And for sure, if I let this sit tonight, you know, it's like nighttime right now, go to bed tomorrow, boom, this is going to be money. So I just prefer that. So anyway, let me know what you guys think of this one in the comments. I know I've done a few videos on this already, but like absolutely in love with this thing. I can't wait for other people to get one and we can, you know, start talking about how they're so good. Right now, it's like me and 20 other people that aren't on Instagram, and I want to kind of keep the hype going. So you can catch that lip a little on that collar, but I think it's supposed to be like that. Yep, the other side is too. I just love the milling patterns. He's doing ano now. He's doing 20 CV now on some. So just a really, really, really unique and cool knife, right? So anyway, I love you guys. Hope you have an absolutely fantastic day, and I will catch you later.